Today we have a special guest, Chris Locke. We are super excited to have Chris joining us for this episode. He is the creator of the Lasers and Liches Retroverse. Why don't you tell us a little bit about that real quick?
Okay. Yes, it's my favorite subject. First off, thank you for inviting me. I really appreciate it. I have a feeling we're going to have a good time tonight, based on the pre-show talk. So the Lasers and Liches in the Retroverse is basically Saturday morning, the tabletop role-playing game. So remember when you woke up on Saturday and you just stayed in your pajamas and you ate sugary cereal, watched cartoons, and played with action figures?
I do that nowadays.
Yeah, okay. So that's why I said remember Saturday, not remember Saturday 10 years ago. Like, you remember last Saturday when you did that too? Anyway, we're trying to make that as a tabletop role-playing game. We're trying to take all the things that you enjoyed as a kid and really dig deep into what made them great. Not just to make quick, easy references to Jurassic Park, but like explore why Jurassic Park has such staying holder, and to bring some of those feelings of He-Man and Power Rangers and these things back into the tabletop role-playing sort of genre. So we've been working on it for a long time. We've got the first test wave out. We released that back in April-ish, and it's like 150 pages of really cool content. Some new classes, races, new monsters, magic, the whole 9 yards. So we're working on it still, and we'll be probably putting up a Kickstarter, it looks like in December, to get that sort of out there more to the masses, and hopefully make it to where I can make it a full-time or at least part-time job, and not just something I do at 2 a.m. in my underwear.
Hey, that's the dream, right?
Right. It would be great to at least be able to afford pants so that I could design in pants.
Well, it'd also be very cool if you could do your full-time job in your underwear, though.
You know what? Screw the pants. Let's do that.
Yeah.
Who needs pants?
Yeah, who needs pants? Daffy Duck didn't need pants. Donald Duck didn't need pants. And if those ducks don't need pants, then I don't need pants either.
A wise man once said, "Why do I need pants?"
Exactly.
Winnie the Pooh?
Oh yeah, Winnie the Pooh.
There's so many beautiful, amazing people have just not had pants. There's some people that
tentacles.
Yeah, Squidward didn't have pants. SpongeBob needed pants. Patrick needed pants. But, there was
Patrick? Oh, no, he was pants.
Yeah, he doesn't. There's some episodes where he doesn't wear pants, and those are the best episodes. Anyway, so that's Lasers and Liches. Really just go out there, follow me on Twitter if you want, it's at SnickleSocks, and you'll see all sorts of stuff. I hope you enjoy it, really.
Well, hey, I mean, we checked it out. We took a look at the test wave, and, like you were saying, bringing in all those aspects of what actually makes it fun. You actually instituted a new critical role or critical hit, critical failure mechanic that actually represents what we used to use when we were just playing for fun. We used to do max damage, and then you could keep rolling, and if you kept rolling a natural 20, then you could keep critting over and over again.
We put that in because I hate when you roll a critical hit in like standard 5e, and then I get to roll 3 dice 6. They were all ones. Great, fantastic. That was the worst it could have possibly been.
It's very dramatic.
Oh my gosh, I crit and I failed at the critical.
Yeah, it's a terrible feeling. Like, a critical hit should be cool no matter what. It should always be awesome.
Yeah.
And we really want to bring that idea into the Retroverse. It should always be awesome.
I did have a question actually about your thing, because I was reading through and I saw that you were like one of your characters. Like, where did you get the basing off of the different? I don't think it was a background. The races, maybe. Because I just know one of them, Matt was pointing out, seemed very similar to a Power Ranger, and I noticed one of the guys, it was like a Sync or something, I believe. My notes auto-corrected the name, but they seemed a lot like Lucio from the Overwatch game.
So I don't actually play Overwatch, funnily enough. But in the design process, some people have brought up like, yeah, there's definitely some similarities. So the Power Ranger thing is intentional because who doesn't want to play something that's essentially just like that? It's not exact so that we can't get sued. But
I love that.
yeah, there's a lot of stuff. I mean, with that class, you have a robotic animal companion that can turn into a 10 to 12 foot mecha robot that you can get inside of and then punch people as much as you want in that. And then the Synth Weaver is essentially we're like, what would it be like if like a hip hop, maybe a breakdancer on the street was also a D&D character?
Can you play the keytar?
Absolutely, you can play the keytar. Your magical focuses can be all sorts of things like keytars, boom boxes. You can actually just use beatboxing prowess as your like magical ability.
Actually, Dash's D&D, like in this game, his are bandit rap, skin flute, and loot.
Yeah, that sounds perfect. Yeah. So, yeah.
Also, what was the spell Mom Spaghetti? I didn't get a chance to look at that. I just saw the name.
Mom Spaghetti
He vomits everywhere.
is so it's just a dumb take on the that meme that goes around with Mom Spaghetti, but essentially you get into a rap battle with your opponent and making some different throws. If you win the rap battle, they take damage based on how many allies they have around them. So you basically diss them so hard that they take a bunch of psychic damage because all of their friends are now like, oh, snap, son. Yeah.
Dash, I think we're going to give you that spell.
Yeah.
Oh, that was a spell?
Essentially,
Mom
you get,
Spaghetti.
it's called Mom
nice,
Spaghetti.
nice.
You get into a rap battle with somebody.
Yeah, because I already abuse.
There's
I already
a lot of
abused
stuff.
vicious mockery, anyways.
Yeah,
so.
it's kind of like an upgraded version of vicious mockery, except I really try to make some rules that twist what you're already dealing with. So like having damage based on your allies. So it's actually it puts you in a bad situation if you've got like a huge group of goblins and you use this on like the Goblin King. He's just going to get demolished.
Unless he's really good at rap battle.
Unless he beats you at this rap battle, in which case,
Well, I don't know. Dash is pretty proficient in bandit rap, so.
yeah. So I mean, you got to be. But yeah, there's a bunch of stuff in there. Is there anything else you guys had a question about?
Oh yeah, did some of the classes start as like more like archetypes, and then you like expanded them out? Because I saw like was it the Synth Weaver, and then
Yeah.
the D-Reser, the
Defragger.
Defragger, that's what it was. Did those start as like a bard and a paladin archetype, and then get
So
kind
sort
of
of
like expanded out?
The both of those classes are not like none of the stuff in the Retroverse right now is finished, I should say. Those are basically just like our initial shots at some of them. With the Synth Weaver, it definitely does hold some bardic, like the skeleton of a bard. And then we moved on from there as far as we could. But I think I'm still going to go back and probably trim that up into something a little bit different. So it's not that the Synth Weaver necessarily started as a bard. It's that the rules for bardic inspiration are so good, there's no reason to just ignore them.
Gotcha.
And if I can't come up with a set of rules that are unique enough and fun enough to be different than the base rules, then there's really no reason for me to create it. It's why I'm not going and just making a bunch of like, oh, here's a new rogue archetype. It's like, if we can't make it cool, unique, and fun, plenty of people are making other D&D supplements out there, and I don't just want to be mimicking them.
Yeah, that's one thing actually. Me and my friends tried to start up that same process, like recreate our own version of it. But like, I definitely know the amount of work that goes into that, and we didn't finish it, obviously. So that's, amazing job.
There's no reason to just totally rewrite new rules if something already works. You know what I mean? No, the critical hit thing is one of those things where it's like, well, the regular rule is broke. It sucks. So that's something we could change. But like a bunch of the rules for like 2-weapon fighting, I'm not going to be able to write a better rule than that. So let's just keep it.
Right. Yeah. I know one thing that we tried to adapt into it was for like spell slots, basically that whole process is we used it based off of, I think my one buddy created where it was based off of a percentage of like power that you have stored, and like whatever you want to cast, it would be like this much power. Or
Yeah.
since you woke up not knowing anything that was going on, if you just wanted to say screw it and take like a bomb and use like 80% of your power, you could actually like learn what sort of new abilities you would have. You'd be like, you just suddenly teleported. You're like, whoa, I can do this. But it like wasted all of your like percentage of power. And I thought that was like the most unique thing about like what we created. But
Well, that sounds actually pretty neat.
yeah, it turned into a neat thing because it was on our pre-deployment where we had nothing to do but sit in lines for like 3 weeks in a row. But so
Yeah.
let's make our own game, guys. But yeah, no, we just never ended up being able to have like our schedules all synced up to make the coordinations and like actually figure it all out. But I do know that a lot goes into it, and from what I've seen, you definitely put a lot of thought process into this. Like it seems like there's a lot of like you were saying, like take like the fun twist on the old stuff. I think that's really cool.
Yeah, well, thank you. I really appreciate you saying that. But it has been a lot of work. Like I joke about sitting up at 2 a.m. in my underwear and designing this game, but that's exactly how it's been designed. So, like, I'm not joking.
It's when your best thinking's done in your underwear at 2 a.m.
Yeah, I got 2 kids, a full-time job, and all this stuff on the side. So like, when I have time is late or early, depending on how you look at it. So that's when I can do it.
Well, we won't take up any more of your time then if you need to go.
No, I'm fine to. I don't want to. Ending your episode is what I'm worried about here. Like I can sit around and talk forever.
Well, again, we're really happy that you were able to join us, and if you want to see a little bit more about what Chris is doing, check out Retroverse, Lasers and Liches. Kickstarter, you said, is starting back up in January, hopefully?
In like late January or early February, probably. Which, I mean, the first test wave is like 150 pages, and we want to more than double that with the second test wave. So it'll be a lot of fun content.
Awesome. Well, go check out his first test wave and leave a review for him. I'm sure it goes a long way towards helping him.
It does.
Know what he needs to do.
It makes a huge difference.
And if you want to leave a review for our show, head over to iTunes, Stitcher, Apple Podcasts. That really helps us know if we're doing a good job, if you're enjoying what you're hearing. And until then, if you want to keep in touch with us, you can follow us on social media, on Twitter, at Death Saving Bros. You can also follow me personally at HB Camper.
You can follow me at Benfro15.
You can follow me at Ima_B_rad.
You can follow me at B_RICHA918.
You can follow your dreams.
You can follow me at ESNEMETH.
And Chris, your wonderful...
It's at Snicklesocks, SNICKELSOX.
I love that.
Go there, follow him. He does a bunch of D&D plot hooks. He has lots of fun content from his Retroverse, and all-around fun time. So until next time, keep saving those death throws, and we'll see you on the next one.
Bye. Thank you.
Some of the sounds and background music in this production are copyright material. The Death Saving Bros theme song is an abridged version of the song Run by Kai Angle and sourced from the Free Music Archive. This track is used with permission under Creative Commons Attribution License 4.0. You can read the full license at creativecommons.org/licenses/by/4.0/legal code.